Dr. Elizabeth Vandewalle is an associate professor at the College of Nursing at the University of South Alabama. She teaches undergraduate and graduate courses in pharmacology and pathophysiology. Dr. Vandewalle is a sought-after speaker who lectures at regional and national levels to professionals as well as to the community. Dr. Vandewalle publishes articles not only from her field of study, but also articles related to effective communication and presentation skills. Her engaging teaching style, in person and online, brought her the Teacher of the Year award.
Dr. Vandewalle's lectures are fantastic. She brings it home and her presentation skills are wonderful. And I mean, it's the same as being in the lecture hall, so it's really, really good. It helps a lot.
Dr. Vandewalle was one of the first instructors at the College of Nursing to start teaching online.
In my case, what I decided to do was have video lectures where the students would be able to see my PowerPoint slides on one half of the screen, plus my talking head on the other half of the screen. This way the students would have a complete note set, like what they would get if they came to class, plus they would be able to hear a live lecture, like they would be able to get if they came to class.
Preparing for a video lecture requires more effort on the instructor's side than preparing for a lecture in the classroom setting.
There are several things you can do to make your video lecture dynamic and not dry. You don't want to lose your audience on a video lecture or make your video lecture something that your students use before they go to sleep at night. So a few things you can use would be humor. Of course, you don't want to force humor, but wherever you can, infuse a little humor into either your slides or into your voice. Your voice inflection and tone, you might have to be a little exaggerated, like you would if you were presenting to a large group, is a good tool you can use to help your presentation be more dynamic. A few other things you can do is limit wordiness on your slides. If students are squinting at the screen or trying to read the words and not focus on what you're saying, you will lose students.
Throughout her teaching career, Dr. Vandewalle has discovered some ways to make her lectures even more engaging.
Another thing that's very helpful in your lecture is to personalize your lecture. Refer to your students as your class. When I sign on to my lectures, I always introduce my topic, and I always sign off to my students as "see you in class," even though I don't literally see my online students in class. I always refer to myself in the first person, and I always refer to them as you. You will benefit from this lecture in the following ways. I hope you learn the following things from this lecture. Personalize it as much as possible.
Dr. Vandewalle also found that it is more effective to leave out specific information from the syllabus, such as dates and page numbers, as these details may change from semester to semester. When recording your video lecture, Dr. Vandewalle recommends that you speak with animation. Project your voice as you would with a live audience and smile often.
How you can help yourself out as you prepare is either with some note cards, although you don't want to be looking down too often at those notes, or by using, if you use PowerPoint, the notes feature in PowerPoint. That will allow you to type yourself notes or to type yourself a note saying what's upcoming on the next slide. Your viewer won't be able to see it, but you will. And that will allow you to know what's next, and that will keep your presentation flowing smoothly.
Video lectures can be used across disciplines.
There are many, many uses for video recording that can be applied across disciplines. The course I teach, pharmacology, is really a health sciences course and could be open across disciplines for students other than just nursing students, for instance, so they could access that course and use that information as they go into a variety of different health careers. So this sort of format is very useful to students across disciplines and across our campus.